Today's horoscope from Astrocademy Leo February 1st, 2022. Your mind may wander to a fantasy land full of castles and wizards and magic dragons today. You might find that you are putting yourself in the robes of the beautiful fairy princess in the tall clock tower waiting for her knight to rescue her. Observe the fanciful scenario you have created for yourself and see how the symbols and characters connect with your real life. Your imagination is trying to tell you something. You could have lots of bouncy, playful energy today. You might spend lots of time joking around with your friends and colleagues. It could be difficult to concentrate on any work because you're busy having so much fun. Do what you can to stay focused. Take frequent breaks throughout the day so that you can express those light-hearted energies. And promise yourself a reward for completing the most pressing tasks. Today, you could engage in some verbal debates. Your mind will be racing with creative ideas and strong opinions. All of this mental energy has to be expressed somehow. Share your thoughts with a receptive colleague, but don't push your opinions at more stubborn types. Try to adopt a less aggressive tone if you want to avoid a fistfight at the water cooler. If you remain tactful today, you can keep out of harm's way. The lack of time to pursue your spiritual and intellectual interests could be weighing on your mind today. A fit of gloom might descend upon you as if responsibilities of the moment might be way too much for you. Try to step out and be the observer. If a friend came to you for advice with problems similar to yours, what would you tell him? Then take your own advice. You might also want to consider streamlining your activities. Significant improvement in your relations with the elderly in your family circle. All of you who have struggled with your parents lately will finally find common ground and dialogue. Do not hesitate to visit them, you will be able to benefit from this found bond. With your children, this day will be easygoing and enjoyable. Your friends will be of great help to you. If you wish, confide in them, and even ask them to help you. New bonds of friendship could be created. They will stand the test of time well. You're more stressed out than you realize, so try to keep an eye on your aggressive tendencies. They're not doing anyone any good, and you may need to bail yourself out by the end of the day. Today's planetary energy is inviting you to examine how you can improve your creativity. You are much more creative than you give yourself credit for. Look for ways to allow yourself to express this side of yourself. It may be a question of scheduling the time. Don't be afraid to reach for off-the-wall, unique solutions to problems, and don't be afraid to propose them. In your occupation, as well as with your family, you may not be living up to your potential for self-expression. If you can put the work away and do something that you really love, even if this is something that sees you break into a sweat, if it's fun, go for it. The essence of this day encourages you to take part in life's pleasures, especially those that involve others. See what you can arrange for yourself, even if you do have to put in some time at the job first. Go out for lunch or get together with friends this evening. Today, you may feel as if you are back in childhood, a dimension full of dreams and emotions, but one in which you are not terribly comfortable. Most of the time, you behave so much like an adult that you often forget the little child hidden deep inside of you. Let yourself be taken care of by the people around you today. It may take away some of the tension you have been feeling lately. Before returning to your friendship sector to begin the lead up to tomorrow's new moon, the moon's final hours in your career sector are a window into the stunning and varied resources available. After aligning with both Venus and Mars here yesterday, the moon aligns with the 3 other planets here, each offering different tools and resources. In the early weeks of this new professional year, you are just starting to appreciate how rare this is. This is opening your mind to just how many options you have. Still in her early days in direct motion, Venus, the planet of love, is looking to the future but is yet to start moving forward. It will take weeks for Venus to get back up to full speed, and that is giving Mars, the planet of passion, a chance to catch up. This will see the planets of love and passion spend the majority of February aligned, and with a moon in your romantic sector during that time is a lot to look forward to. Don't worry today about the things that you still need to get done. You need to figure out why you fill your time up with so many tasks, leaving little room in your life to relax. Today's energy will help you learn how to nourish yourself more and decide what needs to be changed in your schedule. It shouldn't be hard to begin with some small changes, like exercising more or planning several nights off during the week. Action planet Mars, currently in Virgo, aligns with the moon today. As soon as you wake up, you'll jump out of bed and be eager to embrace life at its fullest. Your energy level will be extremely high, urging you to take life by the horns and be open to anything that comes your way. The flip side to this transit is that we may become a little bit more argumentative because we're unwilling to see points of view other than our own. Think about whether or not you want to engage in an argument before you start picking fights with people out of the blue. The Moon and Mars are both in Virgo, so it's advisable to know when to let your temper flare. You might decide that it isn't worth the drama and take a less aggressive approach to matters. The Moon enters Libra tonight, adding order and balance to our emotions. The Moon in Libra asks us to come to an understanding or reconciliation with friends and partners. Peace and love will fill your heart and mind, giving you the push to make good on promises and be kind in the way you choose to express your innermost sentiments. After this morning's fraught vibes, have a chill evening as you pamper yourself. In the morning, the Virgo new moon opposes Jupiter in Capricorn, making us vulnerable to others' jealousies. In centering conversations around our own experiences, we can come off as showboat-y. We are entirely naive to this, unable to see ourselves realistically and believing that we are making friends when we are really attracting people who want to see us knocked off our pedestal. We should be mindful of how we are presenting ourselves, as well as the company we are keeping. Perhaps it will be better to put off new introductions until later in the morning, as the moon enters its void following this aspect. We only get one chance to make a first impression, so we might as well hedge our bets. 2.5 hours later, the moon enters Virgo, ending its void of course. Over the next 2 days, our interests lie in organizing, restructuring, and perfecting our routines. Doing so gives us a feeling of emotional satisfaction, as if we are insulating ourselves from the disorganization and clutter of the outside world. The same attitude that enables us to tackle tedious mundane duties and also make us critical of others' choices or predispositions. Aim to stay on your own path and let others live their lives. You'll save more energy this way.